Hi, my name is Dave, and I'm a certified inspector through the National RV Inspector Association at RV Doctor. RV Doctor is located just outside Greenville in Midway, Tennessee. In this video, we're going to give you an inside glimpse of an RV inspection. We can inspect a travel trailer, a fifth wheel, a Class A, a Class C, Class B, a pop-up, and even a horse trailer with living quarters. Let's discuss what an inspection is meant to do for you as a buyer or seller. So as a buyer, you want to be well informed of the condition of your investment. As a seller, it gives you an opportunity to understand the condition of your RV that you are selling and helps determine a fair market value. You definitely don't want any surprises on the day of the sale. At RV Doctor, we have owned and lived in 3 different styles of RVs. And before we started this business, we personally experienced the downfall of not having an inspection. Now that we are in the business, we have countless stories of customers who have regretted not having an inspection and needed repairs on their maiden voyage. During our inspections of both new and used RVs, we have saved our clients thousands of dollars in needed repairs before purchase. Let me give you 2 examples. The first example is of a couple from California purchasing a new travel trailer from a local dealer. While inspecting the roof, we immediately noticed bubbling in the roof membrane. Not necessarily a deal breaker, but if that's not fixed before purchase, you know and I know it will fail as soon as your warranty runs out. And you don't want potential water damage or water damage occurring in your RV. And here with another example is our certified technician, David Betz.
Another example is of a client we had with a new fifth wheel. She only got the pre-delivery inspection that we talked about, and unfortunately, these inspections tend to overlook little details that turn into big problems in the long run. And unfortunately for this client, we've already had to replace 2 air conditioners, and we've repaired countless other problems that she's had due to failed elements that were kind of passed over in that pre-delivery inspection.
Whether you're buying a $5,000 travel trailer, a $40,000 travel trailer, or a $500,000 Class A, you really shouldn't purchase a new or used RV without a third-party factual investigation into the condition of your potentially new RV. So quite often we'll get the question on how much does an inspection cost? Typically, an inspection is going to cost between 1 and 3% of your purchase price. It's not a hard, fast formula. It's just how it usually works out. They are going to be a little bit more expensive than your house inspection because we go over more than 150 points throughout your RV. We don't inspect the chassis, but we do inspect everything from the house and up. We can also do fluid analysis if you're buying a motorized unit where we can check the oil, the transmission fluid, your generator oil, and other fluids within your mobile RV. So we're going to look at all the points within your RV, especially we're going to look for water intrusion, because water is probably the biggest culprit of damage to your RV. So we're going to look at your walls, we're going to look at your ceiling, we're going to look in the cabinets, we're going to look under the sink, look in the cabinets as far as your bathroom, even in the basement. We're going to look for any kind of water intrusion or past water intrusion, because again, that can be costly. But the first thing is we want to make sure that the leak is stopped. So we're not going to fix it ourselves, but we're going to let you know, either the buyer or the seller, that there is this problem. And hopefully we won't come across that problem, but you want to be that informed buyer or seller. So we're going to take a look at your air conditioning, and we're going to do a delta T, and that's what's going in and what's coming out. What's that difference? Because we know if it's working efficiently for you or not. We're going to also do a propane drop test to make sure that you don't have any leaks within your propane or within your RV at all. We're also going to make sure all of your fans are working. We want to just check out, make sure that it's going to open correctly, it's going to work correctly for you. We're also going to look at all of your electrical outlets, making sure that 1, they're wired correctly, and 2, that they're working. Now, what else we'll do is we'll look at your control panel, wherever it may be in your RV. We're going to make sure everything's working in here correctly. whether or not we see, let's say if we're hitting the black tank and it's 1/3, but we know that it's been emptied, well, we know that there's a problem with the sensor, or whether there's a problem with the black tank. Same thing with the gray and the fresh water. We're going to look at all of these. We're going to also check the water heater, make sure that it gets hot on electric and propane as well. We're going to take a look at your TVs, any of the fireplaces, all the furniture we're going to look at, make sure that it's working correctly or as designed. Once we get into the bathroom, making sure that your toilets, all the plumbing and the fixtures are working correctly in your RV. And then once we're done inside, of course, we look at the floors, we look at the ceilings, the windows, all of that. Well, once we get outside, then we're going on top of the roof. We're going to make sure that all the seals are properly sealed, or all the joints are sealed correctly. We're making sure that we don't see any soft spots or feel any soft spots, making sure that there's no water penetration. And then we're going to get under your RV. We're going to look at your tires. We're going to look for any rust, maybe any damage in the suspension areas, and making sure that your tires, of course, are DOT compliant. And we're going to look at all your doors, all the locks on the doors, looking in the basement, see if there's any, again, penetration of water or any damage at all. So you get a full report with over 300 photos and videos in your inspection report. So if you're interested in an inspection or just want to walk through or talk through a potential inspection for your new RV, have questions, we're here to answer your questions. You can give us a call. We'll talk through that, give you an estimate price on that, how long it's going to take. And again, these typically take anywhere between 5 and 9 hours on site. And that's 2 of us. As you met Sarah earlier, she comes out with me, our certified technician. And we both have a different set of eyes. So I'm inspecting and she's looking at these as a certified tech. Again, we don't fix anything, but you get 2 sets of eyes for what most RV inspection companies are charging for 1. Give us a call. We'll be more than happy to help you, and happy RVing. It's a funny story. As we're going through our pre-delivery inspection for our RV here, the tech from the dealership went in here, was showing us, and keep in mind at this point, we weren't as familiar with the Class A's as of course that we are now, but as the tech was showing us around on the pre-delivery inspection, which took maybe 45 minutes at the most, he was pointing out here, and he says, and these are your hydraulic lines for your levelers. Now, if you notice, this is actually a propane tank, and these are your propane lines into the RV. So they were way off on this. And I think that to me, I tell this story everywhere we go as far as inspection, because you can't rely on a pre-delivery inspection as an inspection to the level that we're doing for you.